Welcome, everybody. No, just kidding. Welcome, everybody, to We Do Games. My name is Devin Moon. To my left today, Dustin Alameda, Mexico for short. To my right, Sawyer Champagne. Soy for short?
No.
Okay, Sawyer. And we are going...
Saucy. Get it?
Yeah, no, very nice. Yeah.
Soy sauce.
Yeah, no, I understand it.
Yeah.
Have you heard that one before?
You're the one who gave me
I know. I'm sorry, Sawyer. Okay. 2019 is the year we're in. We made it to a new year.
It's lit.
New year, new
I
us.
really got
We're
to
lit.
change that. See,
He's gonna change
guys,
it to till.
I wanted this to be
TIL.
Tetris
We're gonna get
blocks.
another T, so it's tilted.
As you can see to my right
Oh,
is
yeah.
our favorite character, the L block.
The most
said in-
influential
Yeah,
character
character of all time,
of all time.
By The Guardian or some stupid company. You were wrong, but there it is.
I see it now.
Yeah.
Tetris blocks. Okay, that.
You know, the L block maybe, but is the greatest of all.
I'm glad you see it now. Now I see it lit every time.
I know, you're pissing me off. It's Tetris blocks.
Whoa.
Okay, so we're doing our 2019 predictions. Our 2019 predictions, and so what we'll do is we'll go down the row. We'll say, hey, that's stupid. Hey, that's awesome. Hey, that's great. And we'll just go until we're done. I wrote down my list somewhere on here, so I got to look at my phone. So if I look like a crazy person, that's what I'm doing. Mexico, what do you got?
Oh, we're starting with.
You're the guy. You the man.
I don't really have many answers.
Because last time you didn't talk because you just wanted to not be in the Destiny fight.
I didn't want to be any part of that.
Because he agreed with me.
Yeah.
No, I was on both sides of the argument at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, friends.
But y'all were tunneling.
Okay,
and
let's not talk about it. Let's get going.
Let's build a wall.
Let's build what? So your prediction for 2019 is Trump will build the wall.
Trump
Very
VR.
good.
Trump VR. We're building a wall.
All right. Real prediction?
Real prediction?
What do you think?
Oh, see,
Should I
I'm
start?
blank.
Should I go? Oh, let's go this
I'm
way. We'll go
blanking.
this way. Soy? Goodness. Soy, all right?
I don't know if this one counts.
Yeah.
Gonna think. So Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna come out.
Okay.
People are gonna realize how much of a garbage fire this story is, and it's gonna just bomb. Like everyone's gonna buy it, and then they're gonna be like, "This game is horrible. This story is terrible."
Why do you think that?
I am not a little emo teenager anymore. I'm not obsessed with little anime girls.
All right, listen. I'm
is
still a
terrible.
blast, simple, and clean, okay?
So
The champagne mix.
I love that our We Do Games starts off on a negative note. As per usual.
Okay, my wife.
Nothing's changed this year.
My wife has been playing through the Kingdom Hearts series,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and so just for kicks and giggles, because I don't remember a lick of it.
Yeah.
I remember liking it back in the day.
Did you play the first one?
I played 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah.
Don't remember them.
I remember liking them too by
I
just
liked
going to
them.
your house. Yeah.
But then, so recently I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna look up on YouTube some people summarizing it. I listened to probably 15
That
hours.
was your first mistake. Mistake number one.
Probably 15
Going to
hours between like 10 people trying to explain this piece of crud of a story.
It is very...
For the first one or the second one, or just the
The
whole
whole thing.
entire...
The whole
yeah.
thing. They're piecing together the card game and everything else.
Oh, see, that was mistake number 2.
You have
No, it takes forever.
one character, 6 different people.
Yeah.
Like, this is straight garbage.
Yeah.
I don't know where they're coming up with this. It is terrible, and I think the world is finally going to realize that when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out and all that little honeymoon eyes wear off. They're going to be like, this game is horrible.
I think... Here's my thing. I think...
The story
I think
might
you're
be-
right. I think you're right with the story. But it's kind
The
of fun.
gameplay.
It's kind of fun to have an RPG. What I liked about that game was that I was used to you guys playing Final Fantasy or seeing Final Fantasy back in the day, which was like turn-based a lot. Well, it was turn-based. But this one, when you played it, you were like, oh, it's not turn-based. And that, for me, felt more like us playing like Zelda or something. I know it's nothing like Zelda.
Yeah.
But it just felt like...
that.
But that's what it
Because
felt
it's
like.
more active role.
Yeah, active role playing, and I loved that. And I feel like the other thing in here, the factor, is the Disney characters.
Yeah.
I hope this one's fun.
Yeah, I feel like the fun factor is going to make it so people will totally be like, okay, yeah, the story is garbage, and you are right, it
See,
is
the
garbage.
thing is, This
I
is
don't know
gonna
about the rest.
People are gonna come into this third one and they're gonna be like, okay, I played 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I didn't play any of the other trash.
Yeah, because you think 1 and 2. Yeah.
Why not 1, 2, 3?
It gets so convoluted.
Well, because when you have things called 2.8 Dream Drop Distance, 3.56,
358 days over 2.
and then there's like a 1/4 in there.
On.
Yeah, there is a problem with that.
Yeah. But those weren't console.
Yeah, but apparently they all are important to the story.
And if you want to get into 3, even the like super nerdy people who are like, do you know what? You can cut out these games. So you need to play 1, 2, and Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite a deal.
I think
it's quite a deal.
People are going to come in, they're going to have fun with the game, and then they're going to finally be like, I wonder what the story really is.
Yeah.
And then they're going to go and do what I did and look up YouTube.
Yeah.
And try to figure out the story.
So.
And then they're going to say.
So in the end, did you figure anything out?
No.
No.
So in the end, don't go and worry about the story. That's kind of what I felt.
This one's Square Enix, right?
Yeah.
Square Enix.
So my problem also is that how long it's taken to make is kind of a worrisome thing. So
Diablo 3 took 13 years.
Well, and Final Fantasy 15 took like 14 years. So
Half-Life 3 has taken a long time.
That guy's coming. I know it is.
That's my prediction.
I know it is.
2019 Half-Life 3 announcement.
Oh, so Valve gets relevant again?
Valve gets relevant. Probably Left 4 Dead.
Is that your real prediction? You want to put that in your do you want to put that in your prediction?
Half-Life?
Because at the end of this year, we're going to just see if we're right.
No, but
you can. If you want.
Valve will do something.
You think Valve's
they've been quiet too long.
So you think Valve's going to do a game?
What have they been pumping out?
They did a card game recently. A card game recently called Artifact, like a card.
And they did the Steam machine.
Yeah, and
with
Steam.
The Steam controller.
Well, okay.
And then
hardware is one thing.
Yeah, but you think they're going to do software. You think they're going to do a game.
I would like to see a Valve game.
All right.
Everyone would like
a Valve game.
Calling you out, guys.
Calling it. Valve game. And is it going to be
Quake?
Not a card game? Because the ones that you've been put, you think like a big serious game, like a real game with like... Not that the card games are not real.
My vote is Left 4 Dead 3.
Left 4 Dead 3 would be great.
Yeah, so a real game. Like a game like that. Okay.
Yeah, real game.
All right.
I got it.
So
I got one prediction.
My prediction is we will see Metroid Prime 4, but it will not come out this year.
Oh.
We already saw Metroid. Didn't we already see their little logo?
Yes, we saw the logo, but I think we're going to see actual gameplay of Metroid Prime 4. I think it will probably come out in like this time next year, like January or February of
I can
next
see it being
year.
a March.
Or even a March game of next year.
Like Zelda.
Because I feel like it's going to be a thing where they're going to say it's going to come out this year, and I feel like they might not hit it. I know Nintendo has been hitting those a lot better recently. They don't usually miss the mark.
Well, we already know Pokemon.
But Yoshi missed the mark. Yeah, and my problem is that there's so many games this year. We got Animal Crossing, that game, Pokemon. We got frickin' Fire Emblem. We got a Yoshi game coming out this year. We got Luigi's Mansion coming out this year. So there's a lot of games this year. And I do feel like they're going to have a surprise one. I just don't know if Metroid Prime is the game that they should do. So, and I know I'm like going backwards on this thing, but I'm not. This is my prediction that we will see, but it will come out next year. But my problem with that would be that people would be super complaining about that, and Nintendo would know it. Like if they're going to show Metroid Prime again, I almost have a feeling that they will make sure that it is coming the year of. Yeah. Because they don't want the fans to be like, what? We have to wait another, they don't want to PlayStation it. You know, they haven't been doing that only with Metroid, really, and maybe a couple of others, like Shin Megami Tensei 5 or something, when they showed it 3 years ago.
Yeah, let's not have a Final Fantasy 7 remake situation.
Yeah.
So where it's like, we're working on it in 2015, but it's going to take us 6 years.
2020.
So that's my worry. But I do think we'll see it, and I do think they'll try to push for this year, but it will probably end up in February and March, and I feel like that will probably be a good time for Metroid.
I feel like we're going to get a trailer.
Oh, yeah, we will.
E3.
Yeah.
And then Game Awards is when they start doing their big...
The big push. This is the last push.
Metroid Direct.
Yeah.
That's when we're going to see everything about it.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Soy, another prediction.
Okay. Anthem is going to be a good... I'm just kidding. Okay, I think...
Hope so.
I really hope Anthem's good.
Oh, man, it looks good. I hope it's good.
I hope... Well, not I hope. I'm predicting...
Yeah.
We're going to start seeing Xbox exclusive announcements this year, E3.
Really? This year?
I think we're going to start maybe 1 or 2 exclusives.
Okay. From the new companies that they
From the new companies.
I don't think coming out within the next year or within, let's say,
title
a 5-year period.
I think these are going to be Xbox exclusive from one of the 7 companies that bought within the last year.
Okay.
I mean, and I see that.
I think it's going to be announcements. I don't think they're going to be coming out this year.
And it's not coming on Xbox One.
Late next year or possibly the year after.
Yeah, my thing is if they do those announcements of anything from another company, none of them are going to be Xbox One.
I think they're going to be the dual release.
Oh yeah, it could be that.
Xbox One and the new console.
So do you think we're going to get a new system soon? Like,
yeah, that's what this E3
So I'm going to say, is that one of your predictions of that?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so prediction.
We're definitely going to see some hardware.
What consoles are we seeing? PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo?
Both of them.
Do you think Nintendo will be involved?
Nintendo.
I don't think we're seeing both of them.
You don't?
I think E3 is Xbox showing their stuff. PlayStation's not at E3 this year.
Yeah. So I think you're right. I think we will see a new console. I think there's the only console that we will see is Xbox because, yeah, the E3 thing. But I think you just look at the games that are coming. Okay, my problem, though, with this, the whole console idea, is we got a Gears of War 5 coming this year, and we got a Halo game maybe coming this year. Yeah. Those are huge games.
Halo's
maybe not.
This year.
But if not, that would really blow. But it's had enough time, but they've done a whole new engine, so maybe not.
From what we've seen, I don't think Halo's coming this year.
Yeah, maybe. But I hope it does, because I would love to have a Halo game. My problem with a new console is that there's too many games on the table right now.
Yeah.
Because usually when you get to the end of a life, like, let's say 3DS, what is anyone caring about on that console? They are ready for that thing just to die. Switch owners are like, push it out. Burn that bit. Do the Viking thing. You know what I'm saying? But we are in a weird stage right now where we're not. Like, Xbox is almost dead, but there's 2 good freaking games in there still.
Oh, so you mean PlayStation's ready for a new console?
No, PlayStation isn't yet, because they have too many things also.
I don't think they have anything ready for release this year.
No, that's my problem also, is they have nothing for release, but they've announced them all for PlayStation 4. So it's like...
That's going to be the dual release thing. And they could always say... We're postponing it, and then it comes out a year after the new console's already out.
I guess, but it's so weird that these are like the last gen, and they look good. Like Days Gone, not so much, but you got a freaking.
Didn't they just release a PlayStation 2 game within the last a month?
Days Gone's not out yet.
No, it comes out in a couple months. Then we have Last of Us 2, which hopefully will come out this year. I think it will. If it out of all the games, that one to me seems like the
most done,
closest. But yeah, and then the other one is probably that samurai one that was in the fields and had a cool color palette, whatever that one was called.
Shadows Die Twice?
No, it's a different one. I can't even remember it, but I know what it looks like. Anyways, it's like it's a play. Yeah, it's a PlayStation one.
It's about sashimi.
Yeah, but what Shishima? Ghost of something. Come on, Max. Ghost of something.
Ghost of sushi.
Anyway, so those games. My problem with the console thing is like there's too many good games that if you say Gears of War and Halo is coming out this year, buy our Xbox One. Hey, make sure you buy this console, and then. It's like, but they have another console. It's just, they're sucking life. So, I think Xbox is the only one that can do it, but I don't know if they can do it this year.
If the scuttlebutt's true.
Yeah.
This is the year they announced their streaming console.
Oh, yeah.
Which means Xbox One X is still going to be relevant.
Okay.
Because it's going to be just as powerful as anything you could stream.
Yeah.
So what? Maybe they get around it with streaming? Like a streaming service?
Yeah, because it's something without a disk drive.
Uh-huh.
And so this is like...
But you could use the Xbox One X, or you could use your X or your S as a streaming device.
But you can't stream games to them. That's why I think what they're going to announce is like, here's this new box.
Uh-huh.
If you want to just stream video games to it, that's what it's here for.
All right. Hold on. We're getting out of order.
That's the console I think they're going to announce this year, Xbox.
Okay.
And then they're going to say, don't worry for you enthusiasts who want to actually download and have the highest fidelity.
Yeah.
We have something for you later. But it's not going to be for a whole nother, probably 6 months to a year.
So I think
there's going to be some hardware. There's going to be some hardware.
Hardware is coming. Those were my worries, but I can see it also happening. It's just a weird stage. It's not like the other one where we're kind of dying off with games. We still, especially on the PlayStation side, we have enough. And Xbox is enough this year. If they killed it off last year, that would make total sense to me. But they didn't. So, anyways. But yeah, Xbox should be first to show. They have nothing to lose.
Nintendo's not showing for years. So they just released a console.
So yeah, although I do feel like they might do an iteration of the Switch, and I could see them doing either a bigger bezel thing, like getting rid of the bezel, making it a bigger screen, and saying ours will have better, I don't know, a little better hardware. So it's like the XL 3DS or whatever that was. So they can...
Here's a 1080p screen.
So yeah, maybe it's 1080. Your eyes won't even tell because the screen's so small. Or it'll be like it can play somewhat better, the graphics, like on Doom. So maybe it's more akin to an Xbox One X graphics than Xbox 360 in between kind of graphics.
Do you mean more toward Xbox One? Because I don't think they're getting the X status ever.
No, sorry, yeah. Xbox One. I keep saying X, sorry. Yeah, Xbox One, not X. They won't get to X.
Yeah, I was like,
sorry,
I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, not yet, but no.
Well, I mean, they could.
Yeah, they could, but it would cost a lot of money.
But it's not going to be in a Switch.
It's not Nintendo Wii No will not.
Yeah, they won't.
That's a Nintendo Wii No.
So I see the bezel leave in and an upgrade, which I kind of feel like they might not do because then it kind of separates their player base, and the people that just bought Switches will be like, "What the heck?" It's like I almost had it. And the other one that I could totally see is that they make it like just the Switch without a dock and make it cheaper. Or just make it a Switch with the Joy-Cons in permanently and smaller.
I can't see that happening.
But yeah, so I don't know.
How would you play 1-2 Switch?
See, that's my thing. It wouldn't even be about those games, but
tip the whole Switch.
But 3DS was all about 3D games, and then they made the 2DS.
Yeah.
Which was nonsense, but here we are.
That's true.
Anyways.
Because the 3D was butts.
Well, it was it was cool. It was
making people sick.
Yeah, it was cool, though, that you didn't have to use glasses. But other than that, it was kind of weird.
3DS, and that made you so sick, even with their new 3Ds.
It was better, but it wasn't that much better. Yeah.
I'm still playing... what's the old Virtual Boy? So I can't.
Yeah.
When it comes to VR, that 3D stuff, I can't tell you what's good or bad.
Yeah. So that's that's the only thing I can see with Nintendo. I don't even see that happening. So, anyways, you want Max? Yep. Max.
I came home to snuggle with you.
All right. The dog is gone. The sex appeal's gone. We're done for.
Max, take off your
Max, be cute. Be as cute as Max. Hurry.
I cannot.
Puppy dog eyes.
I don't know how to do that.
in two different directions.
Yeah, I mean, they're both good.
No.
Do both.
You win.
Wait, do both. Puppy dog eyes or take off my shirt.
Both.
It's going to be one.
Right.
And I don't think people want to see
So my prediction for the next one. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think which one I want to do. Okay, so this is a wild card, y'all. We will see
wild card
this year's Zelda game, and it is a 2D Zelda game, top down.
I don't think so.
No Breath of the Wild.
I don't think
top down Zelda.
They might not do as
Triforce Heroes 2.
No,
for the 3DS.
You bite your tongue.
I mean, there might. Well,
now I'm just saying this because
that might be.
Where does the top down Zelda go?
Four Swords is.
I'm just saying,
that kind of.
All the 3DS games are going to be gone here soon. Where do all those companies go? What games are they making? They're going to make Switch games.
You say that, but this year's Zelda's
shut it! Don't do this to me. So I'm just saying, I would like to see a Breath of the Wild style 2D with dungeons. Screw you, Breath of the Wild. You should have dungeons.
With dungeons,
but that open world, free, blah, blah, blah. Do whatever you want. But top down.
On the 3DS.
On the Switch. HD. beautiful 2D graphics. What do you think? Yes?
When did
the year.
When did Breath come out? How long has it been?
2 years ago.
16? 20,
It's
no,
2
was it
years.
2017?
So
Yeah, it was
I guess
less.
if it's a different team
Yeah.
working on it.
So yeah, my thing, this is not going to be done by the main Zelda team. This would be done by the guys that made the top-down Zelda games on 3DS.
I could see that.
And I would see it originally being a 3DS game, and then they realized, well, why don't we just make the graphics prettier and make it a Switch game? Just because the 3DS is out. So
Link to the Past remake.
that's what I'm saying. It could be a Link to a Past remake. It could be anything of that
That game was
ilk.
good.
That
game was good.
I don't think they have enough time to put it on the Switch and have a whole new game. I think it's got to be like a remake.
Yeah,
or
it could
something
be a
similar.
remake. It could be.
Got
But
it.
Link of the Past was dope. If they did that,
Wind Waker
updated.
remake.
it's just my... Well, they already got that one.
I know,
Yeah,
but they're going to do it again, so you can play it on the Switch.
HD.
aren't they doing the Skyward Sword remake?
That's the rumor. And I could... So my problem is this. If Skyward Sword is true, then they're definitely not going to do a 2D Zelda this year.
Yeah.
That would be weird.
I don't think
know
we're
if
seeing
it
a
would
new
be.
2D. I think we're seeing a remake.
You think a remake? Dang. Well, a Zelda game will come out this year.
Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
But I hope it's a 2D. All right. Soy? Any others?
All right, let's see here. Think we're going to start seeing Fortnite not be in the spotlight anymore.
Yeah.
I think it's burnt bright and it's going to burn out.
I think...
And another game is going to eclipse it, whether that be Anthem, which I think Anthem would have the power if it's good enough.
I just feel like the audience is not the same, though, with those two games.
The audience is everyone.
I just feel like the
currently on Fortnite.
Destiny is Anthem.
That's true.
I mean,
Everyone's playing
the
Fortnite.
Fortnite is a wide audience for sure, but I feel like Destiny...
Oh yeah, Destiny's definitely going to
Destiny
get hit
on...
by Anthem.
Yeah, I feel Destiny would get a hit. And I feel like even...
It's coming in kind of a content wall.
what's the other one?
So, I mean,
What's not the District?
the Division.
Division, yeah.
Now, see that if they have as shaky a release as the first Division,
Yeah.
I don't know if people are going to stay for it to get better.
If Anthem follows the trend with every other shooter, I mean,
It will.
it's gonna flop in the very first couple months and then get good.
Probably.
Destiny did, and the Division did,
It sounds like Anthem, though, has been worked on longer than both of those games.
but it's also BioWare.
But, yeah. Which is kind of sad that they've gotten bad credit since Mass Effect Andromeda. But,
Which was a fun game.
yeah. I've never played
I
it.
mean, the story
BioWare's
was
never really been renowned for their mechanics. So
yeah.
combat
The story
mechanics,
wasn't
so.
great. The combat was fun.
They've
It was
gotten
passable.
better, though. They've gotten better on their mechanics. Like,
Yeah.
if you see Mass Effect 1 to
To
Mass
compete
Effect 3...
in the same world where you have Bungie.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I agree. Bungie's definitely far
But you're
ahead.
also going to Bungie for more straight up shooter experience.
first person, yeah.
While
and
as-
Iron Man.
Yeah. And I feel like... So their competition for me would be Division. And I feel like BioWare could compete with...
Massive.
I mean,
Well,
Ubisoft is amazing at
okay.
third-person shooters.
Division, I can't tell you what the story is. Some virus, blah,
yeah.
blah, blah.
Virus
I'm
broke
shooting
out.
thugs.
I
That's
could-
all I know from
It
Division.
looks fun.
Somewhat
Like, it looks like a fun
timeless.
game,
Yeah.
to be honest. But
They
No,
just
it is fun.
They just
It's-
announced their story trailer too.
For the two.
And everyone's kind of like,
It's
Yeah.
Division.
I
we
want...
don't care.
So our thing... What was our...
I think.
Let's get back to the thing.
So I think
Predictions.
Anthem is probably going to be in the limelight, and Fortnite's going to start dropping since Anthem
Okay.
release.
So
We'll
I don't
see.
think
I
Anthem
don't
will
think
do it, but
Anthem's-
I think Fortnite is going to drop out.
Don't
the
think
limelight.
Anthem's going to maintain it, but I think Anthem's going to be the first big hit to knock Fortnite.
I think
down.
it's going to be like a Minecraft situation where Fortnite will always be a big deal, but it won't be.
But it
It
loses
will
the
not be.
limelight.
Yeah, it will not be like that.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking. Anthem knocks it
Yeah.
out of the limelight, and then every other game just starts hitting, and everyone's like, okay, we all play Fortnite, but it's not the only thing we talk about.
Yeah, new shooters will come in and they will take you. Mex, anything else?
Resident Evil 2 is coming out, so maybe
Mm-hmm.
we'll get a new Resident Evil.
Well, considering
Like
that
a
one's-
new Resident Evil game?
Like 8.
8?
Because they did
really?
Resident Evil 7, the first person one,
Yeah. uh-huh.
which
Do you think it'll follow in a similar vein or back to the... Because they're going
Do
to
you think
4.
they're announcing it this year?
I can see it because
Even
Resident
with-
Evil 7 came out last... Did it come out last year?
But
last year or the year before.
They just, like, 2 is just barely coming out.
Yeah, but that's just a remake.
It was rebuilt completely.
That's true.
I could see actually there being a trailer just coming off the hype of Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
Just so, because where Resident Evil 2 is, right? It's like this month, January.
Yeah.
People are going
Couple
to forget about this by Game of the Year. So maybe to like hype it up, be like, hey, Resident Evil 8 is coming not this year, but remember Resident Evil 2? That was super sick. Because did you guys play the demo?
No.
Oh my gosh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
30 minutes of this game might be better than Resident Evil 4 by the end. So it's really
it
good.
Definitely will be.
It plays like a better version of Resident
Because
Evil 4.
you won't have Ashley or whatever.
Yeah, the stupid co-op shiz, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. So anyways,
Help me,
it's a great game. So I could see that. I don't see a game coming out this year, but maybe an announcement.
I'm hoping for an announcement.
Maybe an announcement. Okay.
Because 7 was technically a reboot.
Uh-huh.
I don't see the announcement this year.
I know, but
So-
I'm out of stuff to say.
This
so.
See it next year, just not this year.
This is going to be controversial. I'm going to get another argument with Sawyer. The Pokemon game will not innovate at all. It will be very much like the other one. I think a lot of people and
The other one is in which one?
the before Pokemon, before Yellow, before Let's Go.
You mean the one we all want it to be?
Yes, the one they.
Okay, so
everyone
you're
wants to be.
arguing with the.
Yes.
You're gonna try to argue.
So
with the
hold
person
on.
Who wants it to be that?
I'm just saying it's going to be that way. But a lot of people out there, at least a decent amount of people, there's a contingent that thinks that it's going to be like Breath of the Wild. Like they're going to change something. Like it's going to be on a console for the first time, and they're going to do something graphically or visually. Like there's going to be a third person camera on this thing. Like it's going to be something you can move rather than a top down. And that you capture Pokemon just in the wild. So just like Breath of the Wild, but Pokemon style, with still the RPG elements. That's what people are expecting. And I'm just saying that will not happen.
No.
Because,
The
That's
Pokemon community's not even expecting that.
well, some people are. I don't know if
Those
the,
are
I don't know
people
if,
in the
yeah, I don't know if the
community that-
community are, but I know people, me personally, I could see that being a good
Yeah.
thing for Pokemon. I haven't played any of the others, but I'm just saying you keep all the same RPG elements, the same fighting, same whatever. You just the movement is different. And that's it. I mean, I don't see that being a problem for Pokemon players. That would make them more invested in the world if they did it right. So my opinion is also that Ubisoft or Square Enix should take the Pokemon franchise. Game Freak, you are too far in the past. I feel like Square or Ubisoft could do a better job at it. Taking the same mechanics,
Neither of
still
those.
RPG elements. Like, Square makes Final Fantasy, which is basically the same, turn-based combat. I know, but you keep the elemental shiz and all the other good stuff you love.
Shut your
All
mouth.
the good stuff you like. I'm just saying, you have Square or someone else make a third-person world, or Ubisoft or someone else. They would, I think, if it was in someone else's hand, they would do it better. Because Game Freak does not push hard enough. Like, graphically, Let's Go is pretty, but it's not that... Ooh, it's gone.
Camera.
Let's say.
See, even the
Battery
camera,
load.
even the camera wants you to shut up, Dad.
Sawyer. All right, the camera died and we are back. Sorry about that. So I was saying Pokemon Let's Go, pretty graphics, blah, blah, blah. I just don't feel like they push it enough. I feel like Pokemon would be better if it was behind the person kind of thing. You control the camera. You're in the universe. You're in the world. I think that's the Pokemon that we should have. You guys all deserve. But I feel like Pokemon is going to stay.
That's not the Pokemon that people want.
I don't know. I think that's not... For me, it's sometimes you just need to just...
Experience.
At least give it a try. Like, you don't know if it's the one you want unless you try it. People would say that about, I'm sure, other games, and then they'd be like, oh,
Well, I can tell you,
in the end it was better.
when they changed Final Fantasy, that's when I lost interest.
But
When they made the free roam battle combat of
Yeah.
13.
I understand, like,
That's when I actually started to get interested.
But those were the two worst. Lightning and Lightning Returns. Those ones were bad.
So my thing is, I would not change the combat, because that seems sacred to Pokemon people. I'm just saying, the changing of perspective didn't kill Final Fantasy. You know what I mean?
Well, the perspective didn't change. It was the gameplay, the combat that changed. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm just saying from like Final Fantasy 6, which was like top down, and then 7 was 7. You don't
3D.
control the camera, right? You do behind the character. It looked like it looked like it was like
8 you do.
Resident Evil to me.
7 wasn't.
Was it like Resident
I think
Evil,
it was
like
fixed,
the old one,
but
where
it
it was a
wasn't
fixed camera?
But it wasn't, you know.
So I feel like, but
Until you get into the
but
open
now
world.
every Final Fantasy game from now on, you're not going to really expect it from to be a top-down view unless you're going retro.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm like for Pokemon, it's like I'm not changing anything. You actually get to be in the world of Pokemon, see giant buildings, see beautiful trees and stuff around you, and there's a Pokemon in the grass. Oh, and you can capture it. And guess what? The battle mechanics are the same, and you still fight them to get their freaking Pokemon. Nothing of that would change. It's just what the world would be better.
Did you see how much of a hissy fit was thrown?
I know.
Once they figure you can't battle random or wild Pokemon.
I know. That's
the
what I'm
most
saying. I
mundane,
know.
boring part where you're literally just like, okay, I'm going to click one button
I
and
know.
one shot it.
I just feel like, man, you could
They
get...
got so livid at this one little thing.
I'm just saying that my prediction is that it will be the same. So whatever.
That's what
That's fine for everyone else, but I'm just saying for me, I'd love to see...
The only change
Breath
that the
of the Wild
community
style.
wants
Yeah.
to be able to see the Pokemon in the overworld like you do now.
Well, that will definitely happen. I think, at least.
Well, we all hope.
Yeah.
I actually don't know if it'll happen.
Yeah, it might not, because maybe
They
they're not
did.
changing. Maybe they're not changing
his fault.
anything at all.
They already did the walking animations for everyone.
Yeah.
For every single of the 800 stupid Pokemon.
Yeah.
This new Pokemon's gonna be like another 30 new Pokemon.
Yeah.
A new region.
I
It's gonna
can't take
look
the
pretty.
new Pokemon. I'm not going to lie. I can't take them anymore.
They're usually not great, but maybe these ones are good. The last ones didn't seem too bad. Like the starter ones to me, like the Owlette and the...
They're lit.
Yeah.
These Pokemon are
Only
lit.
Litten was.
That's true. Okay. All right. We're done with Pokemon. Other predictions. So, anything
Oh,
else?
I think PlayStation's gonna have a pretty lame year. They're gonna have to push
Actually,
out.
this is my prediction as well on my list. Yeah.
I think they're gonna have to push out too early one of the games that they have,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be Dreams probably.
You're right.
Which hopefully that one's not too early because that's been
well,
people have seen that one since
and
2013.
Dreams is not even a good. Dreams isn't even a game, like a good enough game to be. Well, it's not even a game. I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's just a creator. You know, it's not like anything
But then from
special. So,
what else that PlayStation has, I mean, maybe The Last of Us is the farthest,
yeah.
and I think it's gonna get pushed out before it's done.
Yeah. So my thing is, well, I don't know if it'll get pushed out just because Naughty Dog's behind it. I feel like Naughty Dog can do whatever they want. But Days Gone, I feel like, is really going to be the only game this year. And Last of Us, if we're lucky, at the very, very end of the year. Very end of the year. But it's going to be, I feel like they're just going to be super quiet. Like even during E3 and everything, it's just going to be super quiet until December or sometime during when PSX should be. Then they'll start talking about maybe the new console or the last 2 games on their thing, which is the Ghost game and freaking walk around with a baby on your back. What is that game?
It was Tsushima and then the Norman Reedus one.
Yeah, frick.
Oh, Death Stranding.
Death Stranding. I can't even think of the creator right now.
Death Stranding. The guy who did...
Yeah, Metal Gear. I can't even think of his name. It's pissing me off. Okay, whatever. So, yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's going to be a quiet year. PlayStation probably won't have as good a year as they did this year with Spider-Man and God.
I think PlayStation's treading water till the new console.
I mean, treading water with good games, but yeah.
Yeah.
Last of Us 2, I think, will probably be the best game this year. Or the best game of a generation. If it's anything like Last of Us, it will obviously be
I hope
there.
it is. I don't have high hopes for this game.
Dude, you don't even... Why?
Last of Us was an amazing game.
Yeah, so
I
why
don't
would
think
this one
is
be
gonna-
worse?
Because this one's a story of rage.
I guess the maybe the anger, yeah. But we don't even know what that means. You know what I mean? Like, it could be total...
From what
It
I've
could be
seen,
fine.
I'm kind of not excited for it.
Gotcha. Mex?
I think I'm out.
Done.
I can't, like...
That's fine. I'm about done too. We got So Retro Studios from Nintendo, they will show their new game, and people are predicting it's going to be a Star Fox like racing game.
Oh no, I take my clap back.
So, but I don't think Retro would be working on that.
I think that's a better Star Fox game than the last one.
I mean, that might be
Yeah,
true.
no, it's most definitely true, but yeah. So
That hurts me in childhood.
right,
I don't think Nintendo has space for another first party racing game.
Yeah, maybe the only
Especially
way
'cause-
they could do it is if it was more action packed than
They need a new
than
Mario Kart.
A
Kart.
battle racing game.
Yeah, like a battle racing game.
I
Diddy
think
Kong
they need a
Racing.
new Mario Kart. So I
2.
don't think they're gonna.
Yeah, but you never
That's
know.
something
But
else.
that I agree. So I think Retro will show their new thing, and I hope that it's a family-ish friendly first-person shooter game.
Cool.
Because they did Metroid, they made a nice first-person shooter. I think they could do, and I think Nintendo is really lacking on first-person shooters.
Yeah.
They have Splatoon for the third-person shooter, and Splatoon is an awesome third-person shooter. So it'd be nice to see like what Nintendo would do with the first person.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be like Kitty Kitty. It could be like teen rated, but it's not going to be heavy gore. But that's what I always say.
Gears of War on the Switch.
Bring it, Maiko.
Bring
Bring
it.
it.
They put Doom on?
Yeah,
That's true.
What's that?
See, my thing is not. I'm just saying Nintendo themselves.
Yeah,
first party shooter.
Aren't they going to do it? So there you go.
Oh man, who would their first party shooter be?
And I think it would just be a new IP. I don't
New
think.
IP?
Yeah, no,
Mario.
because Metroid's
Gets
taken
gritty.
it already. Yeah, there's no one else with guns.
Mario just with fire flowers.
Pew, 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 pew. Okay, anything else, Soy? We
No.
winding down. Yeah, I think that is about it for me.
Nintendo's gonna have a good year.
Yes.
I feel like Xbox is gonna have a good year this year.
Yeah, so in the end, I think Xbox will have a decent year. I think Xbox and PlayStation's year will end out being the same, which will be the first time, I think, in a long time where I can say that they both
I think PlayStation's is
equally.
going to be a little more calm just because they've been coming off of this hype wave.
I'm
for
just
the last
saying,
couple years.
if
Yeah.
I feel like Days Gone will be like a 7.9, maybe an 8, and I feel like Last of Us will be a 10. So that's where I'm at with that. And I feel like Gears of War 5 will be a 9, and I feel like Halo Infinite, if it comes out, will be a 9.5. And so
Man, I hope they have more than just Gears.
I doubt it. Not for this console, I don't think. Not for the Xbox
Here's
One.
the hoping.
Yeah, it would be great. It'd be awesome. But yeah, so
New Dragon Age game. Who knows how long they've been working on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, they just dropped the
I just
teaser.
feel like it's so weird to put a teaser when you have Anthem to worry about. But
If
they
there
did
could be-
it, so it's weird.
If
Yeah.
it was more accessible than the other Dragon Ages, I'm down.
It might be. Anyways, so those are our predictions, guys, for 2019. It's going to be a good year. Nintendo's going to have a lot of love this year, so I'm excited as a Nintendo fanny boy.
Pokemon.
And yeah, and I think we are going to have a good year altogether. Hopefully, it will. I don't know if it will reach the heights of this year, or last year, but man, it's starting off good. We got Resident Evil 2 coming.
Oh, I'm so excited.
That will do me just fine. And then we just barely had Super Mario Wii U.
I actually
Deluxe?
heard that was pretty good.
I've heard it's good and I've heard it's bad. So
I've heard it's
I'm
better than
I'm
the
going
Wii
to
U,
get it.
so-
Yeah. I didn't get that on the Wii
The
U.
original?
I missed that one, so
I
I'll
have
probably
that
get that.
I mean, it's fun for 10 minutes.
Oh, cool. So that
It's a
was
Mario
bad.
game. That's a solid Mario.
I really love the 3DS or the 3D World one. I hope they bring that one. That was on the Wii U. And then there was 3D Land, which was really good on 3DS. So, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. It's going to be a great year. Happy 2019. And from We Do Games, bye. Bye now.